at SCV-Arts.
Hi, and welcome back to SCV-Arts and Entertainment. I'm Gloria Locke, and as promised, we're going to give you a little introduction to drawing basics today. People think that figure drawing is a little difficult, but what I'm going to show you right now is really basic, and it can help you in taking something that you think is complicated and turning it into something really easy if you just take it and break it down into its simplest form. If you notice, I'm from SCV-Arts, and we teach classes in painting and sculpture and pottery through the City of Santa Clarita's Seasons Catalog. You can sign up for a Drawing Basics course there, and you'll get a little taste of what we do there with this figure drawing. I'd like you to kind of take a look at what we're using today. We're going to be using charcoal. Charcoal is very primitive, actually, and we also have a kneaded eraser. You got to have a kneaded eraser, and if you stretch it, it cleans itself. And these are the things you need to start drawing. Right now we have a live model. Paige is back with us, and she's looking great as usual. Paige, I'd like you to strike some kind of a nice pose for us. That's awesome. Paige is kind of tall, so I'm going to say that her body is about 7.5 to 8 heads high. Now, what exactly does that mean? That means if I start with her head, her whole body would have to sum up to 7 or 8 heads. Now, you can do that and measure that. And what I'm going to do is just start to draw right now, because I already know that I'm going to be planning for 7.5 heads. Once you kind of place where the head goes, and this is pretty basic, and it's not like I'm trying to get her whole face. What you want to do after that is simply drop down what we call an axis line. An axis line simply determines where the weight of her body is. And that's all I did. I put her head, and I dropped down a line. We call that an axis line or a gesture line. Now, as you can see, her arm is stretching out. So what I'm going to do here is another axis line and reach her hand way, way out, like that. And then this is tipping, so what we do is kind of like a coat hanger is hanging on you. We kind of tip that to get that axis there for the shoulders. When we go there, then we're going to keep moving down until we find different parts where we can turn and do axis lines again. Here's this, where the chest is, and we keep turning. And we're going to drop that leg down again too. Okay, so if I start drawing faster, it's just because I want to get the movement of what's going on, and I don't want to get too encumbered with what I'm saying. So just kind of keep watching where it's going. This is all we're doing. We're taking and we're just sketching in lines right now. And you can kind of get to see, does that look like I'm in the right place? And the answer to that is yes. So from there we can start building, because I have like a skeleton. And I haven't even had to use the eraser yet. Pretty soon I will. All right, so now we can go back up to the top. And since her head is turning that way, I'm just going to put these axis lines in again that show which way she's going. I guess I can put some of her hair in. You don't want to put everything, because it's just like the figure is what's most important. If you have one of those mannequins at home, you'll notice the little round areas, the little spheres, and they connect. And that's what I'm doing now, just kind of, again, making a map of where it's going. Or even if Paige went home, I could actually finish this picture if she just like walked away, but don't do that, right?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. And you start with the form. I'm not trying to get any clothes right now. I'm just drawing what's there and what I see in front of me. Soon I'll add the clothes, but not yet. Notice how I just keep going back. You can add clothes and everything, but you kind of want to know where the figure is. See, I can start to add that now. It's good to keep lots of charcoal handy because they break. They're nothing more than ashes from a tree. Let me get that little swoop there. You should be able to see this starting to come together here. Paige works at Fashion Place, and she does a lot of fashion modeling. And I like her long legs. And fix this. This one, since I'm kind of trying to create a little bit more, I'm going to take just a little bit longer. And you're going to see this all come together right now. I'm not going to put that one there. Are you seeing it, guys? It's coming together. Let me take a step back. Okay, I want to erase a little bit here, just because I think she's a little bit skinnier than what I made her. Yeah, and it's okay to erase. Erasing is fine because that's our best friend, BFF. You are about to be a figure model right now. And I got a nice black background back there, so I'm just going to add a little bit. There. So once you kind of get finished, you can just kind of add a background, and that shows that there is a little bit more back there than we had. And guess what we have? A very quick figure drawing, very easy. I took you step by step from a skeleton to a finished piece, and thank you, Paige. You were great. I loved it. There it is. I think that looks like Paige. I'll take a step back and see what we have. And there you have it. Thanks for joining us. You can do that easy too. It's as easy as a kneaded eraser and a piece of charcoal and a fabulous model in front of you. Stay tuned, and I'm going to talk with some other artists who are going to start some classes just for you.
You're a VIP at SCV-Arts.